Hey, buddy, it's Victor. It's time to lead and run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. Hope your weeks are going off to a good start and hope you had a great weekend. Last week's episodes were quite the mix of bangers and crawls, but man, oh man, we're starting it off hot. Hopefully this week here on Monday. I mean, we all know, technically it started yesterday with Tainted Maggie, but come on. You know the weeks don't really start until Monday. It's not mine anyway. Here's your meme of the day brought to you by, I'm going to say, Karis Toilet Water. Toilet Water. I'm not sure how to say it. It's Kair. Title thread was episode 1028 meme. Map animals DLC map robots. What is my purpose? You direct traffic. Oh my god. Yeah. So ironically enough, this was actually posted before the last episode came out with me saying that a robot was directing traffic. And I didn't even see this one. So that's pretty coincidental, but also quite hilarious. Thank you very much, Toilet Water. For that one, and also your name. Today is going to be 00 Zulu Mike X-Ray Golf 4 Kilo. Well, we got the Mind, horrible tears rate, god-awful shot speed, oh my gosh. 5 cents somehow, and the Dead Sea Scrolls, which we're just going to use Yum Hard, I guess, all right. And we immediately took damage, all right. Yeah, we're going to need some tears really, really badly here. The last couple episodes that we've had with bad tears starting off, it didn't end well for us. I mean, we didn't lose, obviously, but it was just a snore fest. And I'm hoping that we're not starting this week off with a snore fest either, because I'd like to start off hot. You know, it's a hot Monday. They talk about doing hot girl stuff. We're doing hot girl Monday. I don't know where this is going. Luckily for us, we're going to get X-ray visions here, which is going to allow us to go into and out of secret rooms for free. And that combined with the fact that we have the Mind means that we at least know exactly where all of our secret rooms are, assuming we don't get Curse of Lost. So we can definitely maybe... Oh, well, we can reach that... Careful. We can reach that chest with the bomb, but we don't have any way of opening it. Very happy to see 2 soul hearts in there. We'll revisit that secret room in one shake and a wiggle. Yep. Not 2 shakes and a wiggle, but 1 shake and a wiggle. That's all we need on a Monday here. I don't know why commentary is so weird right now. It's been a weekend of me actually getting sleep, which maybe that's the reason why my brain is wired right now. I'm clicking on all 3 cylinders. All 3 of them. I'm going to save the charge on the Dead Sea Scrolls for the boss. I knew that was going to happen the second I decided to change directions there. You cannot change directions. As soon as you pick one, you got to commit to it. Got the Book of Sin, which gave us a key. Thankfully, we have extra bombs here, so I know that we can use this against Ragman. Too much effort. We are going to get an HP upgrade here, which is fine. Now we can go all the way back to go get this golden chest, as well as go get the black soul hearts in the super secret room real quick. I mean, I guess Fingerbone, but recently I had a run on stream where Fingerbone didn't really do a whole lot for me, and I was very disappointed in that. Oh, a few more soul hearts. Going to help us out. We're going to leave with 1.5 soul hearts and then end here on 3.5 soul hearts on the first floor, which is a fantastic place to be for HP wise. HP wise, we're good. We're good for a while. Now DPS wise, I don't know about this. A little bit sketch, Sarge. But we could re-roll. We could roll through a couple things in the shop. I don't really think it's necessary, especially considering that we're not going to be able to take a premium item anyway because we're going to be using the money to re-roll. So we'll just head on down. But it's not a terrible start. It's not like a banger start. Sorry about that. I muted the wrong channel. I was trying to clear my voice in my throat, and I was like, oh, wait, the wrong channel. There's no sacrifice room, but there is an arcade, so maybe we can use the full charge from less than 3 to fully heal ourselves after getting some moolah. I hope, anyway. But while we're getting rolling here on the second floor, we go to last week's question of the episode. On the Brittle episode, which was obviously one of the mainstays in the H.R. Geiger thumbnail arc that Alex and I have been doing. That one, I gave him a couple of pieces of artwork by H.R. Geiger, along with like some really cool like skeleton designs. I was like, hey, do this, but like in this way. And he was like, "Sí." I was like, "Sí." He's like, "Sí, amigo." I was like, "Sí, amigo." And that was it. And he did it. And he did a great job with it too. This is definitely outside of his, I don't want to say outside of his comfort zone, because like everything that he does is in a comfort zone, just because he's so great at it. And which, by the way, if you've not checked out Alex's work, he is open for commissions. He's not paying me to say this. In fact, I'm paying him. But go check out his information inside of the YouTube information box. You know, he's a fantastic artist, as you all know. He doesn't have enough followers on Twitter. He definitely requires more attention, just for the amazing amount of artwork that he does for me. Wow, Fingerbone going absolutely ham here. All of a sudden, you need to go that hard, Fingerbone. Game Kid's gonna allow us to heal some of these hearts. By some of them, I mean 1.5. Wow, yeah, that was back-to-back 4% payouts there from Fingerbone. But yeah, go follow Alex. He does do commissioned work for other people out there. If you have any artwork that you'd like to be done by him, he's open for commissions, and he gets the highest stamp of approval. And he's been doing an excellent job on all the thumbnails, but specifically the H.R. Geiger ones, since it is out of his wheelhouse. Let's put it that way. Of style, and he's really been enjoying it too. So I'm not speaking for him. He literally has told me he's really enjoying doing this type of style. In fact, he could tell you himself in the comment section, right, Alex? Right? All right. See, there you go. But going on to last week's question of the episode was sent in by Dennis_CE. Thank you, Dennis, for another awesome question. We said, question for Sin, what are your least favorite floors to be on in Isaac? And what are your most favorite in terms of graphic and audio design? So my least favorite floors are anything alt path. I think that everyone's pretty much going to suss that one out. But as far as my most favorite floors are concerned, in terms of like design and why not? Design and overall, you know, music and that sort of thing. I think that Hush for sure has the best theme, period, in my opinion. As far as like non-boss floors go, I've always really liked the car battery here. Yeah, let's go. By the way, if you're wondering why the item pedestal is doing that, it's because of Glitch Crown. Glitch Crown is going to cycle through 5 different items of the same loot table, and then we get to pick one of them. But the annoying thing is that we have to time it right. So Hush is definitely my favorite music in the game, by far. I've always liked the basement, just regular basement, not burning basement. I don't really like the burning basement theme all that much, or the design's cool. Like, I don't have a problem with the design. It's just not my favorite, like, music and that sort of thing. I've always enjoyed just the regular old basement theme in Rebirth and beyond. Other ones that are not like part of like what we consider like, I guess, basic Isaac. I think that Shoal has always been cool, just because it's really heavy metal looking, and you know, you got all the satanic stuff going on and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Deck of cards. We got a Sun card. Hey, look at us. Well, we can fill up those bone hearts. Not that we need to, but we also used, I guess, the stopwatch or something. It was very, very slow. I've always liked Shoal. I think Shoal is pretty heavy metal looking, and honestly, like, the dark chest has always been really cool as well. If you sit back and look at the background and stuff. But yeah, those are my favorite floors to be on, and least favorite. Again, anything in alt path. What I will say for alt path, I don't like downpour, but I like the mines. I think the mines are the coolest designed from an aesthetic point of view, levels in the game, from like anything in Repentance, basically. But I still don't like them. I think everyone knows I don't like alt path. We need a tiers upgrade, so Binky is a must. We can wait on Binky though, because there's no reason to max out our HP right now. Okay, we got some picking to do here. So I really want Brimstone, and I'm going to take Brimstone. I really want the Pact because we need damage and tiers. And then the other side, I mean, I guess Death List, I guess. So let's take the Pact first. Then take Brimstone. And then take Death's List. Then we take Binky. Oh. And Curse the Blind. Oh. If there's ever a scenario where you don't want to take any blind items, it is definitely with Glitch Crown. I'm extremely mad that not only did I miss one tiers upgrade, but also a second one. So good on you, brain. Good on you. I'm usually not that terrible. I'm actually usually pretty accurate when it comes to picking the items from Glitch Crown, but in this case, where our movement speed is not necessarily all that great, I kind of fumbled there. A big way. Got Yumheart, and I think that was in Necronomicon, maybe? I'm not sure. No, it could have been Necronomicon, because we still have worms up. Yeah, words cannot describe how much we needed. Just one of those tiers upgrades would have been nice. We even had Ouija board on the shelf there and totally bunged it. So, and you know, Isaac is a game where you don't get rewarded for playing well. You certainly don't get rewarded for playing unwell. Sure. We'll take a movement speed. Should help us out, hopefully, with the selections of Glitch Crown. Okay, we got a planetarium again. Let's try this again. Let's not bung it up this time. Somehow we didn't get Death's List credit, even though we only killed one enemy in here. Yeah, we definitely want Crack the Skizzle. There's no way we don't take Crack the Sky here. Chaos is very interesting with Glitch Crown, but we don't have a bomb, so... Let's see what we got here in our planetarium. Hoping we get, I mean, anything that gives us tiers. We're looking for Pluto. I wouldn't mind damage, but we need a tiers rate upgrade real bad. And we got a shot speed upgrade, which is very useful for Brimstone. Fortunately, we don't have any keys either, so... That's how we had double the amount of Crack the Sky beams there. That was because we have Car Battery, which is going to use our active item twice. And no, I don't really care too much about Death's List in rooms like these. Again, Death's List is kind of just a whatever item now. I mean, they didn't do anything to change it. Let's be clear on this, because somebody in the YouTube comments had a real big problem with me being so nonchalant about Death's List. And I want to make it clear that, like, I don't find anything wrong with the item. There's nothing bad, quote, bad about Death's List. They didn't nerf it. They didn't change anything for the worse, etc., etc. The only thing is that my attitude about the item has changed, because I don't think that it is... And it's not necessarily Death's List's fault either, but there's too many ways that the game can just screw you out of a payout, or if you get paid with, say, nothing, for example. Those are two very, very easy ways to where Death's List just doesn't even matter anymore. So unless if you just have a surplus of HP like we did on this floor, last floor, along with having Glitch Crown, I'm not really too bothered by trying to get by getting Death's List, unless we were in a surplus. We want Pluto here, even though it gives us a big size down. I still want Pluto. I can remember which one is which. There we go. All right. All right. We're back. It's going to be very difficult selecting selecting pedestals now at this size, but got a damage upgrade from Death's List. Nice. See, I just want to make that clear because whenever my attitude changes about items in a way, some people, they misconstrue that as like, oh, he hates this item now. And I don't hate Death's List. There's just, I mean, I'm allowed to change my opinion on items just for the sake of either being more positive or more high on an item. I could do the same thing, just being more negative on an item. It just comes down to the fact that it just costs HP in a double deal that I'm just like, yeah, if we have a surplus, cool. If not, then you know what? I'm not really all that geeked out about Death's List anymore. That's all. I don't know how we managed to kill the back one faster than the front one, but that's Isaac, baby. Another nickel here, so we can go get Chaos if we really wanted it. Right now, I'm going to wait to see if we get a devil deal. Could get an angel deal, though, if we get a blessing from the confessional booth. Okay. We have no full heal. I'll try my best. Obviously, we're gonna save Crack the Skizzle for the boss. Hoping that we get just a random tears up here from Death's List if possible. Got another damage upgrade, which I'm not gonna poo-poo that. Did get an angel deal here, so that's good. Oh man, don't do this to me, game. Oh my gosh. Godhead is not a factor here. The only thing that factors is whether or not we take the Eucharist or Crown of Light. For the sake of sakes, I'm going to go Eucharist. I know. It's kind of crazy to go Eucharist, but now we don't have a reason to go Chaos because we want angel items, and we're guaranteed angel items on every single floor now. So that's the logic there. We have Brimstone. Now we can combine it with some angel items and hopefully get Sacred Heart thanks to Glitch Crown, and hopefully me not bunging it up. I'm glad that Alex is getting the much-deserved recognition for his artwork. You know, I only have a small part to play in any of it. I don't do any of the artwork, just to be clear, but I do give him the ideas and the templates for the artwork. So we have some people worried about his mental state after posting a lot of dark stuff, and yeah, don't worry. It's not a reflection on his mental state or mine. I'm just an HR Geiger fan. I'm pretty sure I've already said that this week. I wouldn't mind getting a payout here from Judgment. Now we could have gone back and gotten the mystery gift in that last shop, but I think we can do better. Putting on this Emperor card like it's gold. Oh baby, you know which one I'm gonna take. There we go, able to get out of the room before Black Candle gave us that soul heart, meaning that we didn't pay anything to go into that curse room. Black Candle now also makes it to where we don't have to worry about curses anymore. That's one less worry on the battlefield here. None of those are really even worth it. So those damage ups that we've been getting here and there from those 2 damage ups that we got from Death's List, and then on top of that, getting the stapler are really, really strong for us right now. Especially since considering that we actually passed up on Crown of Light, which is still madness, but I still maintain that it was the right play. There's gonna be some people who think it's crazy talk, and that's fine. They can be wrong. Mom's Key here, which is going to give us an increased yield of chests whenever we open them. Again, sounds really metal as hell, I'm going to be honest. Love heavy metal. Can't not like heavy metal. Well, I mean, of course you can, but why wouldn't you? Love all genres of music. Well, I love most genres of music. Not a country fan. We've talked about this for many years. Oh, see, I don't understand how Death's List got yeeted there. There was only one singular hand, and we killed it in order, and we still got robbed out of a payout. I don't know how that works. I did laugh at how many people got the Rick Ross reference in the TM Trainer episode a couple days ago. Thought that was very funny, and I was actually surprised. I mean, like, it's not like Rick Ross is like an unknown artist. You know, he's very well established and well known. I'm surprised that there's enough people in the mosh pit to know who Rick Ross was, especially enough to like genuinely like get a lol out of it. Okay, so we want to go Holy Light here if possible. There we go. Then Blue Cap is a must here. Just for the tiers. We need the tiers upgrade. We don't care about shot speed. Special shout out to, I'm going to say, Vasilis Pasios 2092, who left a comment. I'm just reading it right now. We said, been a lurker for like 4 years, came out of the shadows to say that the last few thumbnails are insanely good, kind of digging the dark, ominous, macabre style. Awesome job. Thank you very much, Vasilis. Vasil? I'm not sure if it's Vasilis or Vasil. Forgive my ignorance on what your full name is. Yeah, the thumbnails have been rocking and rolling. Alex has been enjoying himself. I've been enjoying seeing them. And, you know, after the H.R. Geiger arc here, I mean, we're still kind of in it, to be honest. But, you know, once this concludes, like, you know, I think that I have not seen more of a call to action from the mosh pit about getting prints done than I have with the H.R. Geiger arc that we're doing. And I want to make it happen. It's just like I talked about in the other episode last week. I want to make it happen for not only for myself, but also so we can get more support for Alex as well. We don't take any of those. Certainly not going to D4 this. One bomb might get us a lot here. Said might. Yes, I know it's very weird to see me like fumbling all over the place with movements and that sort of thing, but you have no idea, unless if you played with Pluto, you have no idea how hard it is to control. Like where Isaac's hitboxes are and everything. It's very, very awkward. Gonna make our way down here to the shop. A little bit of a mind mess right there with Holy Light going out right before I shot out the Crack the Skizzle. We wouldn't have made boss rush anyway with our Fool card being all the way down here. Yeah, these are, again, not great. I guess Sackhead? Or Red Candle, that's fine. Okay. Put some money back in the old donation machine, and then we'll head on over. It would be worth it for us to at least... Well, no, actually it won't, because I don't want to get taken to a double deal at this point. The whole reason why we picked up the Eucharist was so we could get the multi-angel platforms, and hopefully that's what we get. I'm going to wait for Red Mom to come down, and then I'm going to use Crack the Sky and have it hit once. All part of the plan. Take the negative here, absolutely. And I mean, we can get more tiers here with Rosary, I guess. So I believe that maxes us out on tiers now, which is fine. Yeah, I'd love to get those prints done. Of course, another thing that I could just do, and this was something that that I talked about with a couple people, was instead of having the time to or using the time to say like, hey, like let's all vote for the top 3 for the packs or anything like that. I could also just pick what I think are the 3 most popular ones that I see. By picks, I mean like the most popular thumbnails that I've seen people as far as reactions are concerned, and then just print those up. The only logistical nightmare is just trying to get them to Alex so he can sign them, and then so I can sign them too. But don't worry about that. I'll figure out something. So yeah, I would definitely do the brittle thumbnail, because I thought that one was amazing. I mean, hell, I want that as for just a print on my own. I mean, they make great artwork. As far as the sizing goes, in case people are interested in buying these prints and supporting Alex's work and my channel as well, they're going to be 4x6s, so they fit in a standard 4x6 photography frame. It's the same size for those of you who are part of the Patreon, the old school Patreon, or a part of the Twitch Mosh Pit for the heavy metal prints that I do every year. They're the same exact size, and they'll be the same quality too. Here, not getting Sacred Heart here, game. Our Bethlehem, of course, help us out with our. I mean, our damage is already pretty good, but now this is really going to explode. So we don't really need the mapping capabilities from Star of Bethlehem. Obviously, we're just doing this to to help boost our damage. Yeah, let me know what you guys and gals how you feel about that. I know that's a reverse devil card, but I don't really care. I wouldn't mind Brainworm actually with Brimstone, especially with Brimstone and Star of Bethlehem. I could just pick some of my favorite thumbnails. But let me know if you the only downside to voting, to doing like a mosh pit vote for their favorite prints, that sort of thing, is the fact it is going to take time to go through all the votes, and like I got to set up like the Google Sheets and everything like that, which is not that big of a deal. I'm just saying it's going to take time. And if people want these prints sooner than later, then, you know, maybe the best option is just letting me pick the prints that I want to pick, and we'll do them like on a month-by-month basis or something. And of course, on the website, I will have what the exact split is for as far in terms of like revenue for me and Alex. Go Halo here. We could go Immaculate Heart. Immaculate Heart is more damage. And it gave us Seraphim transformation, so I'm actually down with that. Although, I mean, Halo would have given us the same transformation anyway. Very weird spot for the secret room here. A reroll pedestal possibility here with pay to win, which I'll take. I mean, I like Brainworm, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Come on, host. Killing me here. You see that we have homing from the sorry about them anyway. 9 lives is good here. It's gonna nuke all of our HP, but we don't really care about that much. It allows us to be a little bit more flexible with dark room deals and that sort of thing. Dark room deals is my favorite Brad Pitt movie, by the way. It was this post Fight Club era. Pre-7, but post Fight Club. Seven is one of those movies that like I can just never get enough of. You know, like it's so good. Like I could fire it up and just watch it over and over again. The same thing kind of goes for the original Saw too. I'm not a big fan of like anything past like Saw 3. I just didn't care anymore because like stuff gets too Looney Tunes. That's the same thing I said about Godzilla and Kong, but mainly Godzilla and the MonsterVerse stuff. Is that like things after a while like it just gets too Looney Tunes. It gets too cartoony. You know, the villains keep getting goofier and wackier, and the plot gets even more like convoluted. It was like, oh, they're gonna blow up space now, unless if Super Mega Ultra Godzilla can save us. Like, it's like, I mean, I'm not saying I want my kaiju films grounded in reality, but you know, a little bit it would help a little bit. I guess campy is the right word. It gets a little too campy. Oh my gosh, that is Polyphemus over there. That's C-section over there too. Oh baby. Lusty Blood will be Lusty Great here. I'm gonna use the Emperor card. But C-section, Brimstone, Polyphemus, yeah, and Holy Light, yeah. Second seed is gonna be Echo, Victor, Bravo, Romeo, Bravo, Lima, Quebec, Hotel. Oh, multidimensional baby's doing that thing. Please hold. Go back. If you ever see the animations doubling like that, just go out to the main menu and then come back in. But it's the same thing that like you go back to like Jaws 2. Like Jaws 1, I've stated for the record and will always state Jaws 1 is like the perfect movie. Right? Like it's a movie that I can watch end over end. I don't care. I will see I will see that movie just nonstop. It's just a masterpiece of filmmaking. And it, of course, it also helps that I like sharks a whole lot, too, but you know what I mean. Again, another very weird spot for the Seeker room. Fat odd mushroom here. You know, but if you look at Jaws 1, on the topic of sequels, right? Jaws 1, masterpiece. Jaws 2... okay, it's getting a little bit silly, but you know, hey, it's cool to see Jaws take down a helicopter, you know. And hey, they got Roy Schneider back, so it's all good. Like Richard Dreyfuss wasn't there, and Steven Spielberg was aware of the project, and they did it because they had to due to contract. But that's all right, you know. It's Jaws, man. You know, it's Jaws. That's great. Then you get to Jaws 3, and I don't know if you've ever seen Jaws 3, but it's the one that happens in SeaWorld. That's the kind of Looney Tunes stuff that I'm talking about. When a franchise just gets sequels that they just don't need. And that's kind of what's been happening with the MonsterVerse. Less so MonsterVerse, more so with what? That's right, he did it. Shout out to TM Trainer Month, baby. God. What have I done? Think that was the Horn of Gondor again? But that's like, that's kind of what like I'm alluding to with this, with the whole like sequels thing. So like, I'm a little nervous about, just a little bit nervous, apprehensive is the best word, about a -1 sequel. I know it's in good hands. I have faith that it's in good hands. Man, oh man, am I worried about it getting too Looney Tune. It's going to be very weird going from the masterpiece that is -1 to seeing... I'm not even looking. It literally doesn't matter. Emperor Demon Fur. Oh, we have a little Abdab Ding Dong. Look at him. I know that the planned it's been confirmed, all but confirmed, I guess officially, but we know it's coming. That we're getting a -1 sequel. And in that, the director was talking about Ad of Krampus was talking about wanting to see like another kaiju battle, but done from like a serious tone. And like I'm all for that. That would be very cool if we had a mirror of Godzilla Raids again, like where he fought Anguirus, but like done in like a -1 sort of setting where it's even more of a disaster because now there's two of them, you know, like that would be sick. But it's got to be done in the correct way, and that's the thing that worries me. And then it's like, if that movie does well, because you know it's going to do well, it's like, well, what do they do? They bring 3 monsters, and the next thing you know, we got 4 monsters. Then it starts getting Looney Tunes. Let's put it this way: I would rather see a sequel to Shin Godzilla first before. I'd rather see a sequel to Shin Godzilla before seeing a sequel to -1. I can tell you that much. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Emma the Vampire Damage. Buddy. Oh, we got 5 keys. Look at us. Get me out of this run. Fast as possible. As fast as our feet can take us. No, no. I don't know what's triggering that, but that needs to stop. I'm honestly shocked that the game didn't crash right there because we were duplicating so many fatties that. What am I doing? I'm not even going the right way. The music started fading for some reason. Nope. No. Not doing this. Okay. Orb shards. Okay, well, at least they're not respawning the fatties anymore. Hey, look at that. We got a deathless payout. Look at us. PC go something. Hollywood sausage all staff. Yeah, we only really want to take like insta use items. Hey, look, I willingly took TM Trainer, right? I'm allowed to skip items if I don't want to take them. And even what we're doing right now is still very, very dangerous. What? I don't know what just happened there, but... Oh. Oh, look at us. We have flat file again. Yeah, F tiers, man. F tiers, man. Today is a wacky Monday, I can tell you that. Oh, I need to see that now. Anytime I see a puff of smoke, I'm getting a little traumatized. Echoing 5 is going ham, I can tell you that much. And crying Mac. Shun Boogerte. Shun Boogerte. Thank God we have the mind to show us at least where we need to go. Now, boss rush is going to be interesting. Because Lord knows, A, the craziness that we're going to see in there makes the TM Trainer, and B, if the game's actually going to crash or not. Oh, we got Red Mom twice in a row. Ives Bomb. Ives Bombs. And sure. Artingba. We have lots of rotten babies. Lots of rotten babies. We have tons of rotten babies. Lots of rotten babies. Yep. Farting. Okay. Okay. No. No. Stop this. No. Stop. All right. And that was Boss Rush. He cute? Me? Talking to me? Thank you. That's like the nicest thing the game's ever said to me. Although it did put a question mark on it, which makes me think there's it's like some kind of backhanded compliment. I don't know. I hate backhanded compliments. Like, just say what you want to say, you know? Don't sugarcoat stuff. I would respect you more as a person if you just told me what you thought. Book of Secret. ML0. Well, this has been an enjoyable, lovable, fun run. That's right, I said it. We had no problems at all as a result of TM Trainer. A super powerful run right off the bat. And we got to talk about Godzilla sequels and stuff. Also, I don't think we're allowed to pick up pickups anymore because apparently they just disappeared to a fart. Which is my favorite Between the Buried and Me album. No. Holy White Death. Someone laughing at that Between the Buried and Me joke. I don't know who you are, but I hear you laughing. What in the world was that sound? Sounded like the whole world was exploding for a second there. It's not that I don't like the Between the Buried and Me. I just like that style of music just doesn't vibe well with me. Like the off-time stuff. I've talked about this before. Whoa, okay. I've talked about this before where like I have a very simplistic musical taste and just taste in general. I gotta have stuff that's like easy to consume, you know? Now we're really just gonna go crazy. Hard your fate is. He wants. He wants. He wants. Ghost Pep. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. I like oh my. Stop. Stop. Stop this. You're only hurting yourself, game. I only like music that's like simple to listen to, not like a bunch of off-time stuff that's like kind of difficult to consume. Like Dance Gavin Dance is another band that like they have a couple of really great songs, but I'm just like all the change-ups as someone who plays drums, all the like the change-ups and stuff just it rots my brain, man. My brain just can't compute at these high levels. My brain feels like what the game's doing right now every time I hear it. Although to be fair, I'm a big fan of August Burns Red, and they do a lot of time signature stuff, but not to the degree of some of those other bands I mentioned. Trying for the life of me to figure out what is triggering that. I just stop doing everything and just hope that... Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this very manic Monday episode here for you. I thought it was a... very, very okay run. And I mean, we ended it all with TM Trainer. I'm not doing Delirium on that. That's... No, thank you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Have a great start to your Mondays, everyone. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Please let me know in the comment section your thoughts about the prints as well for the thumbnail art. If you want me just to select my favorite ones, or if you want to do it by way of vote of the mosh pit, but that is going to take a much longer process to do. Again, post them and share them in the comments down below. I really appreciate the feedback. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Paradoxius Blackheart, Charleston, and Braden Clark. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.